two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So LSU's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. It was close the last time these two got together, but the Gators nipped the Bayou Bengals in a memorable game.
They sure did, and they made the plays that they needed to make late in the game. These games...
There he goes! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Might as well give it to him again. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right on the money. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators offense will get the ball for the first time. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got the quick completion, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, turning it on! Russell out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Got his man on the right. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every point. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down. And
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. Grab near the marker. It's Gentry. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The hand to the running back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking left. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Thrust that arm out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this 1st half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other...
Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Georgia Southern. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. He's got it all right.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Gators send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fit.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As it was
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball in that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Makes it past the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. LSU getting set on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He fires to the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got some room in to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really
breaks into the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. This will likely be the last play of the half. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Bulldozes his way through. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Snags it quickly on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Going deep. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, LSU.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Puts it out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Gators will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got a man. It's Graves. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's loose. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll operate out of split backs. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got room to work.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
They'll make the stop at that first down.